Welcome to the City of Chesapeake Centerville Turnpike Bridge Replacement Feasibility Study Virtual Citizen Information Meeting. I'm Jason Brown, Public Information Coordinator for the City of Chesapeake's Department of Public Works, and will lead you through this presentation to discuss the feasibility study. Thank you for your participation in this virtual citizen information meeting to discuss the Centerville Turnpike Bridge Replacement Feasibility Study. Normally, meetings like these are held in the community to bring stakeholders together and discuss the project. However, the ongoing impacts of the novel coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic have made traditional meetings challenging in terms of minimizing the spread of the virus. To best help prevent further spread of COVID-19, this meeting will be held completely online via the City of Chesapeake website. All the information normally made available at a traditional citizen information meeting will be provided online, and all participants will have an opportunity to provide feedback and ask questions via the provided form. Participants who have trouble accessing this content or need assistance are encouraged to contact Chesapeake Public Works at 757-382-6101, and City staff will work to assist. The goals of this virtual citizen information meeting are to present the alternatives that have been developed. The economic, environmental, and transportation impacts for each alternative have been analyzed and will be shown in this presentation, and to solicit feedback and answer questions from the public about these alternatives. It's important to note that this project is only at the feasibility study phase. A full environmental assessment, which is currently unfunded, will need to be completed. This effort will include at least one additional public hearing to allow stakeholders to view updated project information and provide additional feedback and questions to city staff. What is a feasibility study? It is important to note that this collection of information represents the results of a feasibility study, which is an assessment of the practicality of a proposed project. This study was commissioned to determine how practical a replacement of the Centerville Turnpike Bridge would be, what the various economic, infrastructural, and environmental impacts are, and what options exist to make the proposals a reality. At this time, there is no programmed or funded project to replace the Centerville Turnpike Bridge with any of the options presented in the study. However, feedback from members of the community will help the City of Chesapeake determine which of these options will be the best choice for a potential replacement and may lead to the eventual funding of a replacement project. All information regarding the future of the Centerville Turnpike Bridge and potential replacement projects will be made available by the City of Chesapeake as it becomes available. Again, note, this replacement study, which began in 2018, is not related to the Centerville Turnpike Bridge repair project resulting from the November 2020 barge strike incident. For more information on the existing bridge, please visit www.cityofchesapeake.net/Centerville. The purpose of this study is to evaluate alternatives that may replace the Centerville Turnpike Bridge and widen the roadway from 2 lanes to 4 lanes to improve traffic and marine operations, safety, and the resiliency of the roadway. The existing bridge is considered functionally obsolete, meaning it does not have adequate capacity to serve current traffic demands. The 2-lane bridge experiences daily backups during peak travel times. These backups are exacerbated during bridge openings, often extending more than 1 mile. These backups will worsen as area traffic continues to grow. Widening to 4 lanes will provide the capacity needed to adequately handle projected traffic volume. The anticipated sea level rise from storm and wind-driven tide events in the next 20 years can be anticipated to result in an increase above the existing water surface for all storm events. More frequent and slower-moving storms result in an increased precipitation and runoff that will increase water level at the Centerville Turnpike Bridge by 2040, which could flood the roadway approaches to the bridge, forcing traffic to detour around this water crossing. The roadway approaches would need to be reconstructed to an elevation above the anticipated water level rise to enhance resiliency and allow safe travel during storm or wind-driven flood events. The study will evaluate alternatives that will increase the reliability of access and connectivity on this critical roadway between the City of Chesapeake and the City of Virginia Beach. The study limits begin at the Mount Pleasant Road intersection and extend north to the Elbow Road intersection, and will evaluate and compare 5 design alternatives plus a no-build alternative. Study alternatives include replacing the bridge with a fixed bridge or a movable bridge. The alternatives include replacing the bridge east or west of the current crossing. Environmental, right-of-way, utility, and construction impacts will be evaluated and compared for each alternative. After these evaluations, one preferred alternative will be identified. The completion of a subsequent environmental assessment will be required. The current study is only evaluating potential right-of-way impacts from each alternative, and no specific right-of-way will be identified at this time. The selected alternative will require some property acquisition for right-of-way and easement purposes, with specific limits to be identified during the final design. Prior to the right-of-way acquisition process and construction, all required right-of-way and easements will be shown on the plans. City representatives will be able to review questions regarding right-of-way and easement acquisitions via the comment form on the meeting website or in response to mailed comment forms. The budget for a proposed project based on these study alignments is estimated between $200 million and $250 million. Project cost estimates are preliminary and subject to change depending on final design features, inflation, rights-of-way, and utility relocation costs. The virtual Citizen Information Meeting is taking place here in March 2021, and the completion of the study is expected in June of 2021. The general features of all of the proposed alignments reviewed in this study. Access will be maintained to the Centerville Waterway Marina and adjacent properties, including Camp Baker. All fixed bridge proposals will provide a minimum 65-foot clearance above the Albemarle and Chesapeake Canal. And all alternatives assume the existing bridge remains open to traffic while the new bridge is being constructed. Alternative 1 is a westward alignment fixed bridge with a minimum 65-foot vertical clearance. This alignment will include the fewest right-of-way impacts of the western alignments. This alignment will include the fewest impacts to traffic during the construction of the west alignments. Access will be maintained to the Centerville Waterways Marina and adjacent properties, including Camp Baker. This fixed bridge will provide a 65-foot clearance above the canal. On Alternative 2, a west alignment fixed bridge, traffic will be impacted during construction with a temporary road impacting properties along the alignment. This alignment will require an access road to get to Sabbath Lane. Access will be maintained to the Centerville Waterways Marina and adjacent properties, including Camp Baker, and this fixed bridge will provide a 65-foot clearance above the canal. On Alternative 3, this is an east alignment with a movable bridge providing a 35-foot vertical clearance. This alignment includes the most impacts to traffic during the construction period. There will be several right-of-way impacts. This alignment will require an access road to Sabbath Lane. Access will be maintained to the Centerville Waterways Marina and adjacent properties, including Camp Baker. A movable bridge will provide a 35-foot clearance above the canal when closed, open to vehicle traffic. Alternative 4 is an eastward alignment fixed bridge providing a 65-foot vertical clearance over the canal. This alignment will include significant impacts to traffic during construction. This alignment will also include many right-of-way impacts. This alignment will also require an access road to Sabbath Lane. Access will be maintained to the Centerville Waterways Marina and adjacent properties, including Camp Baker. Again, this fixed bridge would provide a 65-foot clearance above the canal. Lastly, Alternative 5 is an eastward alignment fixed bridge. This alignment includes the fewest impacts to traffic during construction, as well as the fewest right-of-way impacts. However, this alignment will include the most impacts to adjacent wetlands. Access will be maintained to the Centerville Waterways Marina and adjacent properties, including Camp Baker. This fixed bridge will again provide a 65-foot clearance above the canal. This table compares and contrasts a variety of metrics for each of the 5 alternatives, including total life cycle cost, impact to wetlands, impacts to traffic, and impact to adjacent properties. We welcome your feedback, including questions, comments, and concerns regarding the Centerville Turnpike Bridge Replacement Feasibility Study. Please use the interactive feedback form located at the bottom of the Virtual Citizen Information Meeting page to submit your questions and comments. Alternately, those who need to submit feedback but experience difficulty using the online form may contact the Public Works Department directly at 757-382-6101 or by standard mail by contacting Centerville Turnpike Bridge Replacement Feasibility Study, Troy Eisenberger, Professional Engineer, Project Manager, Chesapeake Public Works, P.O. Box 15225, Chesapeake, Virginia 23328. Thank you for joining us for this important virtual citizen information meeting to discuss the Centerville Turnpike Bridge Replacement Feasibility Study. The information found inside this video will be listed on the Virtual Citizen Information Meeting page on the City of Chesapeake website. Please visit the city website at www.cityofchesapeake.net to learn more about this project, other projects, and all of the City of Chesapeake's services.